tag. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Wild Girls.
What up, party people, and welcome
to
episode 148 of Two
my
Bandits
Atlanta.
Watching Bluey. I'm your good pal, Greg Painter, and with me,
He's right here in the doggo
he's
flesh.
the wildest girl I know, and his name
I
is...
can't help it. I go by Mike Martin.
It's been a minute, my dude.
It's been about 3 weeks.
I've noticed. We are the America's favorite tri-weekly podcast,
We
as
are
one
the
of our reviewers called
world's
us.
best
World's best.
podcast.
Again, we are prolonging the magic, much like Cake's second CD.
Dun, 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 dun.
We are here, and we're here as long as there's episodes to talk about.
Greg,
Yeah,
how the heck are you, man?
I'm great. It's one of the nicest days of nicest weekends of the year in Syracuse, and we're here inside recording a podcast, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Because the people demand it.
They have. I've heard. We've had riots.
I think technically it's not going to count because there was rain at like 1 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
But this is the first basically dry weekend since November in Syracuse.
That is the
And
truest,
we're here
most
for the people.
We're sticking together for the kids. Dang it!
We're doing it. But you know what? I don't want to podcast right now. What do I do?
You don't want a podcast?
I want to dance.
Oh,
Because I'm a wild girl. This
Oh,
episode's
you-
called Wild Girls,
You
dude.
are the wildest girl I know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what I just said about you. Get your own material, fella. But before we get in to this delightful story of the wildest girls we know,
Okay, now
let's see what our pals at Wiki Bluey have to say about this one.
we're building up here. Like we're getting close to being like going through all of the episodes. We got to make sure these Wiki Blueys are like fire. So hey, Greg.
You're gonna be massively disappointed then, yeah, bud.
Oh, hey, Greg.
Yeah.
What's a Wild Girls? No.
Coco wants to play Wild Girls with Indy, but Chloe wants her to play another game. Now, to be fair, that's kind of what it is. But it could be more epic.
It's a 7-minute episode.
In a world of wild girls, where toilet tag reigns supreme,
Is that going to be an episode
and farmers.
that we get to do the theatrical? There's a mosquito in this room. It's driving me insane, but that's fine. I'm just gonna. It'll find its way.
You have two hands, you know.
I didn't break. You gonna get it?
You got it.
There goes my hero. I'm keeping this all in.
Anyway, no animals were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Oh yeah, that's that's. I mean that is the synopsis of the episode. And I said to you before we started recording, I'm like, season 3 is a really strong, good season, and this one to me a little bit was kind of like, and you said,
This is
sit down.
Hold up. Let's not say what I say. Olivia, she either loves this
John.
episode or there's a lot of fan theories she has coming out of it because she watches this one a bunch.
Okay, cool. Let's get into it.
I just realized there's only 5 The Sign episodes left.
Yep.
After this.
Try a weekly
Again,
podcast,
it'd be
baby.
Quad weekly if
We
we
don't
have to.
we don't procrastinate.
So let's
We
get
do.
into this. Just right off the bat, we're Calypso school. Coco wants to play Wild Girls.
Bam.
Witten says he'll be a pig. There's no pigs in Wild Girls.
Oh, Coco. So Coco's going back to Shadowline mode a little bit.
I've got some big feels early on
Go
here.
ahead.
But this, because actually this isn't even Coco at start. Because Indy says there's no pigs in Wild Girls, and Calypso says, games can change. So it wasn't Coco being. I have somebody that I'm not very happy with in this episode, and her name is Chloe.
Oh no! Tell me why.
I'm going to throw out a fan theory.
Okay.
Chloe doesn't like Coco. Full stop.
I think
they are not friends.
I think
they're
it's a
borderline enemies.
Elementary school rivalry. Not having you, I could totally see that 1,000%. That's
Chloe
the game
asks-
I want to play. That's
Coco and Indy are standing right next to each other. Hey, Indy, do you want to play? I want to play with Coco. Not like, oh, can I play with both of you then? No, like, oh, no. Toilet tag.
It's one or the
get
other.
over here. I can't handle Chloe.
I like.
Chloe and me are not. I'm Team Coco on this one. Much like with my late night wars stance against Leno, I'm Team Coco.
Jiminy Christmas, we're landing them today.
That's what I do.
Well, in the end, I'm Team Winton.
We'll get there. We'll get to the end. But I do this. I love me a good smooth transition into the opening credits, because Chloe's like, oh, we don't have to play Wild Girls. We can play this new game called Toilet Tag. You just get tagged and sit down on the ground and pretend you're a toilet and get flushed. And then there's just like a half-second pause, like, this episode's called Wild Girls. We're not toilet tagging.
Now, who's out there not being the introvert playing toilet tag?
Pretzel.
My boy Pretzel was there.
I do have a question for you.
That brought me so much joy to see my dude. It showed growth. He's getting older and he can play now.
Are we thinking that was Pretzel's first day when we saw
the fishing day?
Yeah, Calypso?
That would make sense. It really would make sense because he was so low and alone and didn't get introduced to the friend group, and then he got introduced to the friend group, and now he's playing toilet tag. Hey, Mike, we should play toilet tag sometime.
What was your childhood go-to tag game?
Oh, it was freeze tag.
Freeze tag?
Where you tag, they freeze, and you look like you're basically looking like a starfish, and somebody has to crawl underneath your legs to set you free. Bam! That was mine.
We had freeze tag.
There was
I also liked
TV tag.
I was gonna say TV tag was the one I was gonna say, where they have to like
name a
touch
TV
you and then
show.
name a TV show, but it can't be a repeat of one that's already been told, or you're also frozen.
TV tag was so good. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I have written down on here TV tag.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Right here, boom, not a visual medium. TV
Okay.
tag in capital with 2
Dang.
exclamation points. Baby.
Were there bad? No, those are the two that stick out. Then I'm going hide and seek and all that kind of stuff.
Sardines. I also like sardines. Do you play sardines?
Sardines was you find the person and you hide with
Yes.
them, right? Oh,
You need a big old group for that.
We should play sardines sometime now.
Let's play right now. Carrie! But now we're into the opening sequence. We're
Way to keep the
chasing
storyline.
Pig Winton.
Oh.
Just off he goes. And Wild Girls is just... Is Wild Girls gone wild a little bit? Because it's just girls dancing in the words for food?
Whoa. Not a visual medium.
I threw some no spoilers for what's coming later, but I started throwing Wild Girls Brisbane, Australia, just to see what could come up for things. It's like, wait a second, that was a bad call.
It's a bad search.
I usually just throw the name of the episode in and see if I can find something interesting. Didn't work out well this time. I'll tell you that much. Free.
This one is full
Can't
on.
find food. Let's dance. You found food. Let's dance.
I give you absolute kudos as the father
Okay, now
of
let's dance.
2 littlies that are daughters, because the back and forth, like you said, Chloe and Coco just don't click.
They won't even talk to
and
each
it's
other.
just pettiness.
Not to jump, but like when we get to the farm, it's Indy running marathons.
She's back
like
and
if
forth.
She had got to get those steps.
She's the
She's
people
back and
pleaser.
forth just to try to figure out things out. But we're not there yet because we're doing our Wild Girls. Which, how is this fun for Coco? Indy and Chloe are out hunting for food, chasing pigs, getting salads. Can't forget the salads. And just getting back with Coco just standing there by herself.
This is what happens
sweeping
when
the
we're a
dirt.
tri-weekly podcast. You know that, right? It's just info dumping like everywhere. I think Coco is relaying mentally what her mom does.
Oh.
And is just always doing. And
Coco is 9 of 9.
having 8,000 things to do. She looks up to her mom. Mom does 8,000 things. She's like, let's play Wild Girls, but gotta sweep. Gotta build a house. Gotta build a fire.
Bedroom. Where you can sleep for 3 seconds and start the next day. That's always, whenever there's like, oh, we're going to play a game. It's like, all right, it's time to go to bed. All right. It's like, oh man, maybe like 5 minutes of nope. It's always 3 seconds.
It's always
3 seconds.
I always, it's a weird me thing where I say, I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes. Just like, find my relaxer chair, 5 minutes. And then I'm like, it's been 2 minutes. You got to go. Like, it's always, so I think Coco's got that ADHD
That's
mental vibe of always be doing it.
That's the nice thing this time of year, again, with a beautiful weekend. You know, when I jumped in the trampoline with Liv for a few minutes the other day, I'm old, so I got tired, just sat on the back porch. I just like graded her jumps like, oh, that's a 12 out of 10. Good job. Oh, that one,
just
1,000 out of
jumps.
10. That's always higher than 10. Come on now.
But that's the speed limit that the kid has. Kids have
Exactly.
that speed limit, and I think when we get to it, we'll probably get to it, of course. I think this episode though is about. I mean, it's what Calypso did teach the lesson right out of the get-go. Games
The only adult in the episode
change.
with one of her 2 lines in the episode.
You gotta stay fluid. You gotta adapt.
Yes,
and that's
and.
what exactly, dude. Exactly.
And this game's about to change because Pig gets chased into the fields, and it's the farmers
Ooh, Rusty's out there just
Rusty
doing
and
work,
Bluey.
man.
planting them potatoes, that corn.
They're doing the work.
Chloe instantly is like, all right, we're done then. Perfect. Again, instantly abandoning Coco. Not
That's
even
true.
thinking like, we've got to go get Coco and get her into here. She's like, all right, we're doing
Deuces.
this now. Right, Indy? And Indy, good for...
So-
poor Indy.
Poor Indy in this
Getting
situation.
pulled back and forth between 2 really good friends, just wanting to kind of make everybody happy.
Both sides. Boom, boom. Back and forth, back and forth. Sweet girl. Sweet girl. Sometimes when you have 2 people that are doing 2 totally different games, your arms get stretched out too much, and it's really tough because one's trying to do 8,000 things, and then the other one's just like, that game actually looks funner. Funner's not a word. More fun.
More funner. It's more funner, but that's, that's okay.
More funner. Not a t-shirt.
We need new merch. Come on now. Everything's a t-shirt. Make that a t-shirt.
More funner with 2 pants.
We get back to Coco, and I just like the way the indie word is. It's like, there's a new game that everybody's playing.
Yep.
It's like, there's 2 people playing it, my dude.
It's the new hotness. Well, I mean, it's Calypso's school. There's how many students going to Calypso's school
There's
right
a
now?
lot. The Terriers aren't involved in this. Pretzel's nowhere to be found.
That's true.
Buddy's hanging out with Bingo.
But he's
My
with
man.
Bingo. Yeah. Pretzel's there, though. You said that. Yeah.
But you promised you'd play with me. You can't run off. You promised you'd play.
Man. What
Indy-
Calypso said.
Indy already has a tractor now. She's already moved on. Maybe Wild Girls can have farmers in it. Stay away from those farmers.
But
You
Calypso
have to
said.
be lonely because it's farmers only in that room.
If you know, you know. But Calypso said games can change. Bro.
Calypso's wrong.
Whoa.
Just the freeze frame
Big
face.
girl
just-
barking like
It's no good.
oh, I just got chills right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, because when I rewatched it, I haven't watched this episode as much as you have clearly. But when she said that, I was like, oh no.
Calypso's never wrong. Not to jump back a little bit though, but once Witten stops,
Pigging?
goes from pigging to being the world's worst scarecrow in
Listen!
history.
My dude did great work. Don't ruin my favorite part of my favorite thing.
And we see Indy kind of stick her head through the bushes and then sees that Witten's in now, but doesn't want to, and just kind of like sadly just slinks away. And do you have any food? No, because our pig is a scarecrow now. Just there'll be no more dancing. Just Coco so over the top with her acting in this
She
game.
really is. And I mean, oh. So is Coco seasons 3 judo?
I'm Team Coco, so no.
Are you really?
Again, I'm anti-Chloe in this. Chloe is the one trying to pull Indy away from her good friend. Chloe's trying to break up this happy friendship over farms,
I don't know.
over potatoes.
I don't know. Sometimes the same game is boring. Oh man, that's tough.
Committed to the bed.
Hashtag Team Coco or Team Chloe.
Coco
Find us
or
on
Clo-Clo?
no socials.
We're back
anymore.
on X.
Put it on.
'Cause who cares anymore?
Put it in a Amazon Apple review, whatever we're on. Nailed it in one. Oh, I gotta look up those things. That's fine.
Indy wakes up in the middle of the night and pieces.
Ghosting.
Runs away from home. And when poor Coco goes to the brush and sees literally she was just abandoned by her friend. Granted, Coco was being very stubborn, saying, it's this or nothing. Just that little sad dog
Oh,
in the middle of the woods.
Man, that it does pull the heartstrings. I can see why you're starting to lean that way. I get it. But saying Calypso was wrong. I don't know, man.
And after she just like when she realized before she realized Indy was with the farmer, she's like, "I'm sorry, I said Calypso's wrong." Like she's trying to, make it right for her misdeeds.
Go ahead.
Is Calypso like a spirit walker or something?
What?
Because she just kind of showed up. Coco was there crying, and then just seconds later, just sitting on a tree like right next to Coco. It's like that's some big tears. She just like
shows up,
materialized.
She knows. I think every child probably has like a speaker on them or like a beeper in a doctor's office, and it's just like, oh, it's sad time. It goes doo 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 doo, and it's like, oh.
So
Coco.
you think Calypso tags the dogs in her school?
Tell me I'm wrong with your first part of the theory.
She's a spirit walker who can travel between planes to find the sadness in her friends and help them.
No, she tags
Obviously.
She tags her students. She keeps track of them forever. All these poor animals have a chip in them.
Can you make
Stop it, Mike.
Can you make Indy play with me? No, Indy's in charge of Indy.
Indy's in charge of
Know why? Because she's independent.
Oh, man.
I've got a lot of them today. Watch out.
Man, shout out to Emily Dishner. Just putting it out there. Like, that's who Indy is.
Oh, gotcha.
That's exactly who Indy. Like, that free spirit vibe, has good vibes, wants to bring good vibes, people pleaser, hitting every button to every person, being like,
well,
you good over here? Here's a funny joke. Let's do this. Boop, 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 boop.
And that's kind of what Coco realizes. Like, what do you like about Wild Girls? Well, I like dancing with Indy and playing with Indy. It's like, wait a second. Just like Indy. So how can we fix this? And we can fix it by being the creepy, evil pink witch of the woods.
Just hold this broom. Poor Winton.
just standing there.
I love how
somewhat distracted, kind of almost like Scarecrow kind of stinks as a job. And then just sees Pink Witch.
Man, like, as a person that like overthinks, to see somebody that's as basic as Winton, just being Winton, you're like, man, I'm jealous of that vibe. Because he was
1,000 miles away until he saw Coco, and then just,
he's just standing there playing freeze tag. He's got his arms out. Oh, gosh.
And Indy at first goes, she's not a witch. Like, be nice to my friends. Then she's like, wait a minute.
Crushed it.
The corn is shriveled.
Oh, I love it.
We must pay homage to the witch or she will curse our lands.
So good.
And Rusty, one line, didn't need more. I just got a quad bike.
So here's the thing about this episode is this episode brings me to the vibe of going to a trampoline park where it's just seeing so many kids create their fun everywhere. And it's in my head, I'm just like, oh, that's a lot. And that's what's happening is there's just each one is having their own full experience and they have their own storyline and they're this person, but they're friends with this person. Here's some radishes. What? Wait, what?
Again, we could have a full episode called Farms where it picks up from here, kind of like how we had Dads and Mums and all that stuff. This could be
radishes
if there was a season 4.
If there was a season 4, if only they had two really good voices to join it.
Good eye, bind it.
No, hang on, my turn. Good eye. Ooh.
You didn't say bandit though. Could have been anybody.
Bandits.
No,
British.
that's where you get it. Do you like Indy? Say we'll bring food to the Pink Witch. Oh, you can't do that. It's okay. I was a wild girl.
Boom. People pleasing. Taking care of all of the friends. God darn it. Good job.
We get back.
Yep.
We're wild girls again for a moment.
Dane?
Winton is so scared of you. Thinks you're the Pink Witch. Maybe I am.
I mean, which side do you want again?
Gotta love it. Thank you, Wild Daughter. And they end the episode with a quick dance. Just, again, it's not, this is a great season. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad episode. It's a very interesting episode. We don't see that many without a bandit or a chili or a healer adult in general.
It's just Calypso. You're at
just
school.
Calypso.
But gosh.
they do good with it.
No, it rewatching it and now talking about it and digesting it with you, it really does make more sense, because in my head it's just like, this is an episode about adapting. It's about being fluid. Games change. You got to be used to the games change, but also saying yes and going with it. And all of them in the end do the Chloe's the bad one in the end, isn't she?
Coco's still kind of on her own.
She
in
is,
the middle of the
but
woods,
she's not.
but she's part of it.
Yeah.
And Chloe
ditched.
Yeah. Again. Hashtag Team Coco.
Oh no.
But before we get there, I need to know, Michael.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing today?
My favorite thing was Winton being scared by the Pink Witch, because he was just being full Winton, just being himself, and he's got future thoughts of sausages to eat in his hands. And then Pink Witch, he was just and like the cut that they do where it's behind Winton's head, and you could see the Pink Witch. I was just like, chef's kiss. You? Favorite thing?
That was my favorite thing as well. Dang. So I will pivot because I didn't have a backup because I had a funny feeling that might is Rusty just saying, I can't deal with witches. I just got a quad bike. It's just so random feeling, just like out of nowhere. It's like I'm not concerned
it's the
about
most little kid thing.
I'm not concerned about the existence of witches and the fact that they are here now. Got a quad bike, which I think is just a 4-wheeler, but in Australia terms.
That's pretty sick. Hey,
yeah.
Did you ever have a quad bike?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. I was
a Power Wheel.
No, like a real 4-wheeler. We were like up in the woods, my dude. Up in the North Countries. We all had 4-wheeler, 3-wheelers, such.
When you say upstate New York, everybody's very confused already. Don't worry. They don't know where the heck we are.
I heard it on another podcast. I don't want to give away my assassination coordinates. Thank you very much. So, do you have a question for me?
I do. I would thoroughly love to know, who's your favorite character today?
Indy. Dang. She's a good friend. She's bouncing back. She's trying to make like a people pleaser, and I can get that vibe. You don't want to be mean. You don't want to, take one side over the other. You want to help. I married a people pleaser like Indy. She's doing her best to help everybody, and in the end, she does. Yeah. So my girl, Indy. Who's your favorite character?
Indy. She changed, but
really?
no.
I was able to pivot.
Indy was what I had written down. So my favorite character, because of our conversation today, is just not Chloe.
Boom. Take that, Chloe.
Hashtag team. No. Fine. I'll give it to my boy, Scarecrow Winton. He just. I loved.
He did a lot with a little, as he always does.
It's exactly the truth. Is there was so much happening around him. There was arguments and rivalries happening in different games and friendships not being friendships, and he was just like, I'm going this way now, and he's like, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm a pig. Nope, I'm a scarecrow now. Like. He did the thing. He did the thing without having to learn the lesson.
Adaptability.
Bam. He just went from one game to the next without having Calypso say, "This is how you do it."
Oh, I mentioned Mums and Dads earlier. Just like in Mums and Dads, he's taking care of Polly, and then randomly is like, "Do you want to be my baby?" Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Went and going.
Boom. Yes, ending.
So then, how do you rank this episode?
I rank this episode one new childhood rivalry I didn't realize existed, because
Coco versus Chloe on
that
pay-per-view
really didn't sink in until you brought that up. But I'd buy that on pay-per-view. Like, that's Wild Girls. Not good. It'd be an epic UFC fight, and I think it would end up in a draw.
Mike is excited to buy Wild Girls on pay-per-view. You heard it here, folks.
Gosh.
Question for me.
Yeah. What about you? How do you rank this episode 148 of Blue? How do you rank Wild Girls?
8 happy dances.
Oh, you're adorable.
Thank you,
Nailed
everybody.
In one.
Plugs. We mentioned our merch store, TeePublic. Check it out. It's been a minute since we've seen anything on there. We need to make a new shirt, Mike.
Listen, I've got.
Do it right now.
What was it? What was our cool new phrase?
That's shirt. Make that a shirt.
That's shirt?
Like a shirt that just says, that's a shirt. Patreon. Hop on over there. We are about to, I think, record a Patreon for the month, which should be a very fun bracket about, God, what was it? Best mythical pet companion.
Oh, I think there was.
So hop on over there to check that out.
There's that. That's the book.
We are back on X because I just gave up caring about being mad at it because the other ones kind of suck. So check us out on X at Watching Bluey.
Oh.
TikTok, we're there, but we're not doing a lot, but we're there. So just if I see a bunch more people go hang out there with us, maybe we'll start doing more stuff. We did, Michael, have a voicemail come through.
Thank you.
At 315-715-8551.
Two Bandits.
This is a message from our good...
Glade?
Huh?
Ember Glade called the burner about this episode, and I think it got eaten. Is the Spotify comment?
What?
Somebody called the burner.
Oh, you're on...
I'm on my Spotify comments.
I
now,
thought you were
dog.
on the actual text messages or the actual...
85512 Bandits.
We got a message. Hey guys, really love your podcast. I'm only 12, but it's really cool to hear about Bluey from adult perspectives. Have a good day.
Oh.
Doesn't have a name there and only lists a phone number, which I'm not going to dox a 12-year-old right now. I'll just say, hey, random dude or dudette, you're the best.
That may have been the one that was considered eaten.
Amber Glade?
I hope so.
Anything else on Spotify? Because we did have a review coming hot at you out of the oven from our good pal Aria A. I love dragons. The fact about that was it was on my birthday when you guys posted it. So Aria, happy belated.
Happy belated
I'm glad you like
birthday.
dragons.
I love your podcast. It's wholesome and funny. From Crumulent.
Ooh, it's a great screen name.
That is a really cool. Nebula says, fun thing about the markers Chili's using, this is from Dragon, is those are likely copies, and depending on the set, can be hundreds to thousands of dollars. Our Chili is an artist.
Ooh.
Well done. Samuel says, Moon. And then Majora's Descent, welcome back, says, I like the idea of a part 4 of the sign, which would be cool, actually.
Part 4, part 5. I'm pretty sure we're going to do, what did we decide? It's going to be like a 32-part episode where we break down from every character's perspective.
Right.
Makes
Gosh,
sense.
that's a write a entire
Dissertation?
thank you.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Mark.
Appreciate all the comments. Please hop on there. Leave messages. We love it when you do it. Also, watchingbluey@gmail.com if you just want to shoot us an email. And lastly,
Most importantly,
if you just want to dance, Michael,
um,
if you just want to get out there and dance,
tell me the best karaoke bar.
why don't you go to Mikasa Nightclub in Brisbane
Mikasa
at
Sukasa.
Fortitude Valley.
Ooh.
I know. I love Fortitude Valley. Tucked away in the heart of Brunswick Sweet,
You're
Fortitude
like Guy
Valley
Fieri.
is the best basement Brisbane nightclub that can be found.
5 times fast. Good
with
luck.
Brisbane's most sought-out local DJs playing Mikasa. They also host talented interstate and international DJs playing the best R&B, hip-hop, EDM, and trap music. It's a trap! For a super good time
Lord,
in the
what-
heart of
what is
Brisbane's
today?
party district, you will definitely have one at Mikasa Nightclub. Why does the font change on their website halfway through this text? I don't know.
Sukasa.
Also, I don't know why everything's in lowercase. I guess it's just a mic thing. Check them out. Mikasa.
Got it.
FB at MikasaFB.com.au. Nailed it in one. How about them apples? We are in the home stretch, my friends.
Holy guac.
I'm not going to say see you next week or the week after that, or we are because we don't know.
We'll see you next month.
We'll see you eventually.
Yeah.
We'll be here. We got 5 more episodes.
Will
we got
we?
brackets. Who knows? We're finishing this fight, and we're not going away until it's done. You know why?
Why?
Because it's got to be done.
Gotta be done.